Mectoes says east. LionBlaze can do both. Well, that makes it very easy for us. We'll do east. I'll say BO5 question mark, you know, implying that I'm asking, but really I'm just telling them it's best of 5. So that's just how it's going to be. If they disagreed, I'll have to make up some excuse. Yeah, really sorry, guys. Got to go cast some marble racing after this. Can't be sticking around. Should be a good series, though. Current North American #1 player, LionBlaze, against current North American #4 player, Mectoes. They've both played on stream before. LionBlaze dropped a series to the car. Mectoes has now dropped 2 series, albeit both very close. One to King Rani, who's in chat right now, and one to Sharif, who was popping off that day. I'm going to have to give it to Mectoes, though, because he's got that, you know, extra series of experience on stream, although LionBlaze is coming in as a higher ranked player. I think Mectoes is going to take this. LionBlaze told me that they matched up in ranked twice right before I asked them if they wanted to play on stream, and LionBlaze won both of those games, so I could have maybe kept that information from you guys and then given my vote to LionBlaze and just tried to surprise you all with my incredible knowledge. But no, I'm giving it to Mectoes despite the fact that LionBlaze beat him in ranked twice. I think he's going to want revenge. The fact that he agreed to this show match despite losing those matches tells me a lot. He tells me he believes that he can beat LionBlaze. Despite losing 2 times in ranked, he wants to get his own back, maybe. A great start by Mectoes. I always want to say Mentos when I see Mectoes in-game. Do you guys get Mentos in America? The mints? They're either fruity or the soft, the what do you call, spearmint? That's the one. I'm a fan of spearmint. Oh wow, look at that. Mectoes with the wave dash into the dunk on LionBlaze, who had full boost here and really was so careless to allow Mectoes that much space. Not sure why he didn't run into this ball with all of his might and just front flip. He could have just challenged there. No need to give Mectoes so much space when he has the boost advantage. Well, when LionBlaze has the boost advantage, that is. Playing a very passive early game. Mectoes deciding not to go for the boost steal here instead. Early flip reset in the ceiling. Early ceiling shot. Looking for the rebound. He didn't quite land on it. And LionBlaze is still way out the play. That's a nice bump and an open net miss to follow. LionBlaze having a very shaky game 1 here. He's going to try and make up for it with a dish off the back wall and fail that one as well. It's all gone wrong for LionBlaze in the first minute. He might be the #1 ranked player in North America, but he didn't get to that rank by playing like this. He's not really shown up in the show match setting. Mectoes with a delicate flick, and LionBlaze with an equally delicate save. That's not what he was trying to do there. No doubt would have liked to counter-attack after that flick did not really work very well from Mectoes. LionBlaze also a bit slow on this flicking, so perhaps not something we're to expect to see too many of in game 1 from these guys. I think in a show match setting, if you're not able to get your first few flicks to work, it's not a good idea to keep trying, because it's something that can just repeat itself over and over again, a problem that can become very, very ingrained in a player's play. So let's see if they continue to go for flicks in offense. I do not expect to see too many of them. This is going to be, it's going to have to be a flick from there from LionBlaze. He really did not give himself any other chance. Now this was a position he had other options besides flicking. He could have gone for a half volley there. He could have gone for a full volley. There were other options with the way that that ball was set up, but he's kind of given away his plan now, has LionBlaze. He's trying to get the ball close range and flick it into the net, and Mectoes knows that. He's not giving LionBlaze the space to do what he wants, and he's sitting very pretty at 4-0. It was all too easy to get the 4th goal. LionBlaze doing no more than passing the ball to Mectoes for that one. What was my prediction? I just predicted Mectoes to win. Oh, LionBlaze is getting closer, but still no success with the flicks. He's 0 for 4, and Mectoes 4 for 0 in the game score, or in the goal score rather. Mectoes threatening a bump. He's going to back away, as the ball was very close to LionBlaze. Who do you guys in chat have winning this, by the way? I didn't get a proper look at it. And, you know, I'll tell you what, it's taken a while to warm up, but LionBlaze has just continued to batter Mectoes with flicks, and eventually one of them does go in. I think it might have been an own goal, technically, but a forced one at that. LionBlaze finally on the scoreboard. Took over 3 minutes to do it. Well, we've got somebody disagreeing with me. Somebody says LionBlaze. You know, you could make a good argument for either of these players. They didn't get completely smashed in any of the series that they played on stream. I think that Mectos had 2 5-game series, first with Rani, and then with, or was it first with Sharif and then with Rani? And LionBlaze, I believe, took 1 game from the car. So they weren't completely smashed. Nervous though, up until now. But look at that from Mectos! Wave dash into the half volley at the edge of the box. That is a gorgeous finish. Quick recovery, but it wasn't as quick as the second one. LionBlaze was not prepared for what was about to happen to him at the near post. Just gorgeous stuff there by Mectos. And I've tried to send that one to you in Twitch chat with the F1. I see the F1 emotes coming in. I did do that myself. We'll have to wait and see if it comes in though. LionBlaze finally mixes it up with a low 50-50. That is brilliant because Mectos was looking for a block on another expected flick. Swift Illegal, thank you for the 23 months in a row of Tier 1. Welcome back. I really appreciate that.
I like how Johnny doesn't realize that all his viewers are me on different accounts. Don't believe me? Watch me post this on my other accounts.
No, it's not going to happen. Don't do it. Nobody copy paste that. Don't give him the time of day. Appreciate you. Appreciate you though, Swift Illegal. Thank you so much. See, yeah, you've only got 4 accounts. They're all 2 of them are sub to me. This is turning into a much closer game at the end here. LionBlaze, he's stuck to it, and I don't always agree with this. It can work, but I reckon that the mind game that he mixed in there is the reason why he might have a chance to come back here. If he just went for flick, 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 flick only, after starting off so badly with his flicks, I really don't think he would have had a chance here. But that one mind game that he chucked in has, you know, given him a little bit of a shadow of hope. All right, you guys, very funny, very funny. You're all just one viewer, love it. What if it's all just me and I'm just using macros to type? I'm not to this dude. Thanks to the vote of confidence, Vampire Squid 90. I appreciate that very much. Looking like Mectos is a favorite now. He's gone for an air dribble bump onto LionBlaze. And the dribble ended, I think it's sometime in June. There it is. There's the last bit of the dribble. He just followed straight past the ball and clanked into LionBlaze on the wall. Another very creative goal by Mectos. 200 IQ, no doubt. He just chipped the ball on target as it was leaving the wall and flies straight into his opponent. He really has played his best game that he's played on stream by a mile as Mectos. And in a day where he has apparently already lost 2 ranked games to LionBlaze. Just helping LionBlaze reach rank 1 in North America, just by a little bit though. He's being chased down by the car as we speak probably. The car's just realized that LionBlaze and Mectos are in a show match, and he's just hit that find match button. He wants to see if he can close the gap. And Mectos has been rank 1 for a significant portion of this season also. It's been trading hands. It's been trading hands fairly frequently in recent times. That's rank 1 North America, of course. Let's get into game 2 though. Mectos with a strong statement in game 1. He's saying, you might beat me in ranked, but I am definitely going to take you down on stream in front of an audience. Just made all the other cards following support you in Twitch so you follow your dreams and you're forced to work construction. Oh, that's so funny. Thanks, Dad, for making all these Twitch accounts, and no, I don't need to be a construction worker. You know, I don't mind construction. I've thought about going back into it when I'm done streaming. Could be fun. Just go back into building stuff. Puff2112, thanks for the 18 months. Welcome back. That's actually a really good flick by LionBlaze. Mectos, it didn't do the best job defending it.
Babies?
Was still a boomer though. This is count for 2 babies. Well, yes, you are right. 9 times 2 is indeed 18. You are not wrong. So you can name them both. Alright, Mectos shuts down LionBlaze's early lead with a kickoff goal. That's the second kickoff goal that he scored directly. And the only 2 kickoff goals we've seen this series, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to get another one here, but this time waits for the bounce. Rebounds softly from Mectos. LionBlaze is forced to dodge though, and that does mean that Mectos has enough time to recover and pressure the ball before LionBlaze can secure a boost. Nice little half flip there by LionBlaze to not get taken out of position by the shenanigans of Mectos. Another good save by Mectos. Not the best landing, but good enough. And he's really clean with the wave dashes. Even takes us by surprise in first-person view at times. You don't expect it to happen. LionBlaze has to be constantly aware of the danger, the imminent acceleration. Again, Mectos just yields that back corner boost. He's not too concerned about completely boost starving a LionBlaze in defense. He's just focusing on his own gameplay. Doesn't want to take his or doesn't want to take any longer than absolutely necessary to control the ball and face his opponent. Good avoidance there by Mectos on the demo attempt, and a pick up by LionBlaze as the boost spawned. Some really good timing in terms of boost management by both players right now. Mectos again trying to challenge early. He doesn't want to get backed up into his goal by LionBlaze, but the demo from Lion, surely he's going to tie it. Never mind, LionBlaze with another open net miss. 2 open net misses in 2 games, and that one is a really bad one. He had such a long time to put that one on target after getting such a free demo on Mectos. Mectos did not avoid the demo as well as he could. And is that going to tilt LionBlaze? He didn't do much in that follow-up offensive play either. He's got another chance at it though, because Mectos has just given up the ball as quickly as he got it. Both players conceding possession over and over again, and it's Mectos' turn to shoot very slowly towards the LionBlaze half. This has been an underwhelming passage of possession by both. But after what Mectos produced in game 1, I would not be surprised if something brilliant were to quickly follow. Here he is on the ball right now. Switches sides, but LionBlaze doesn't want to get wrong-footed. Closes the distance immediately. Both players full up on boost here. Stall by Mectos so that he can try to land facing his own goal. Recover that a little bit faster. That's a good half flip again, or side flip that time rather, by Mectos. Both players are trying desperately to not get demolished, although after seeing LionBlaze's open net finishing, I'm not sure Mectos should be so scared. Flick from close range, and there is the demo by LionBlaze. Mectos was so close here, and although LionBlaze wasn't going full speed, I reckon that ball could have just gone straight in with no response even possible. LionBlaze says his Steam crash. Lucky that doesn't matter once you're into a game. That's very, very strange though to see Mectos be so close to LionBlaze there. I did not expect to see him back up into that challenge as much as he did. LionBlaze now pressuring an offense yet again, and Mectos is forced to pinch the ball into his own back wall, and he will get punished for it. The pinch went nowhere, and now LionBlaze is everywhere Mectos wants him not to be. Delicious air roll shot. Top shelf. 3-1. LionBlaze finally showing up, and not a moment too late in this series. Coastside 0, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. I just realized that you could do sub-only marble races with, what do you call it? Just turning on sub mode in chat. That'd be a little bit sellout. Don't think we're going to be doing that today. Maybe one day if we have far too many marbles. This is all too easy for Mectos. I mean, it's a ceiling shot, yes, but 100 boosts on LionBlaze, and where on earth is the challenge? He needs to get up so much faster to defend against a ceiling shot in a 1v1. There's no time to delay. Especially with Mectos having to shoot from such a tight angle there. You don't want to give him any time really to line up his shot, because the shorter time you give him, the more likely he is to miss the tight angle. And the higher up he is, the even tighter the angle still. So another flick from Mectos, or from LionBlaze though, to extend his lead once again. And he's really sticking to his guns with these flicks. Oh well, never mind. He's not even going to have to do anything for this one. He will flick it in, but this time past an open net. And that's very strange to see Mectos be this troubled by LionBlaze's flicks. I mean, they are really quite something to behold when he's playing well. But they've not been 100% consistent this series. They've been pretty on and off. And if your opponent's flicks are on and off, you should probably not be rushing every single challenge. It gets a little bit too predictable. Mectos three goals down. He was 2 goals down with over a minute left, and decided that was when he was going to just rush a challenge and hope for the best. He's done the same thing again here, and will get rewarded this time around. LionBlaze, linear dribble. Not good. Not a good line there. He wasn't able to put it past his opponent with any favourable angle. And Mectos has a chance to take ball and boost. And now a shot onto LionBlaze's goal. It's a fast one. LionBlaze saves it comfortably into the crossbar. And he's just going to clean Mectos out. That was a very dangerous position for LionBlaze. Mectos had a heads-up play. This is going to be an own goal forced by Mectos. And with 19 seconds left, the ball chasing is starting to take its toll. LionBlaze has to see this coming. With this much time left on the clock, he's got to know that Mectos is going to go for the ball in the challenge. He's not going to do a crazy aerial block. He's just going to hit the ball and hope for the best. Long shot by Mectos. He carelessly gives the ball away to LionBlaze yet again, but the rush challenge has once again dunked hard on LionBlaze. Here's Mectos, but LionBlaze quickly to match him and grounds it to tie the series. It was closer than it needed to be at the end there for LionBlaze. He should have seen these rush challenges coming from Mectos, who really did just show the exact same defensive strategy over and over again at the end of that game, as he had to, because he had no time to do anything else. And LionBlaze almost failed to adapt to it. Almost. Is Steam dead? Because my Steam's been dying all day. It's been like on and off, on and off. Yeah, we're going to have marble racing later, guys. Marble racing is coming later today, so if you've not taken part, definitely stick around.
I loved the Pro 1v2 against Sumpless Flan.
Sumpless Flan. Thanks to 1,000 bits, Lucas Link. And yeah, good to have you swinging by from YouTube, man. Good to have you. Glad you enjoyed the Funless Slump show match. Tiger PM0012, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub as well. Mectos has his dodge. No, never mind what I'm talking about. He's off the wall. No, he doesn't. But if he did, he would have no doubt scored. LionBlaze has taken his sweet time to challenge when Mectos is coming at him in the air. And this time, even an early jump from Mectos himself. Not quite early enough. He set up LionBlaze quite wonderfully there. And despite the aerial shot being a good finish, it was a completely unforced error by Mectos to set up that shooting angle. Is a lot really bad at 2v2? I think a lot is a self-proclaimed bad 2v2 player. You could ask him. I'm sure he would say that. I've not seen him recently, but yeah, I've beaten a lot in 2s before. So he can't be a good 2s player if you lose to me, as a lot of people have been these days. The solo queuing is where it's at, guys. Another air dribble bump from Mectos. So calculated, so deadly. And oh so poor LionBlaze now, 2-1 down, and he's not had a good answer for the air dribble bumps of Mectos. He just jumps in front of the falling Mectos there. Wasn't able to get up and over, he wasn't able to stay underneath, and then last second block the ball. Those were the two options. You beat him playing with Metsa in Season 5, you beat him today too. I think Metsa in Season 5 was really good at 2v2. Not sure about Metsa 2018. Don't know if he still plays much 2s. But yeah, it can be a bit interesting to see how different professional players who are, gods in 3v3 can fall apart in other ranked modes. And you don't need to look further than 1v1 to see that. I mean, Mectos and LionBlaze, neither playing for an RLRS team. I don't know if they have 3s teams. I mean, LionBlaze LFT, so that really should answer the question. But when it comes to 1v1, they are the players to watch right now. And no doubt, at some point in the future, if they put their minds to it, they could try to apply their mechanical genius to a team game and see if it works out. The thing to remember with mechanical players in Rocket League is that once you can teach someone who's already got insanely good mechanics, once you can teach them how to rotate and play in a team environment, they will just be better than a lot of other players who started off as really good 3s players. Mectos, or LionBlaze has done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Every single match this series has had a wide open net miss, and I can only attribute that to nerves. 3 in a row, not even close this time again, smashing the post, misreading the rebound, and giving away another goal, a 2-goal open net miss. probably the worst kind. It's Mectos really about to make it a 3-goal open net miss with the kickoff. LionBlaze has no chance and no answer for the current run of momentum. It's all going in Mectos' favor. Yeah, like I was saying, the thing to note with esports and mechanically gifted players, you don't have to look any further. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. You don't have to look any further than Korean League of Legends, where some of the best players that ever come out in Korea, in the actual Korean League of Legends, Premier League, every single season there's just one team that's gone online and looked at the high-ranked players in the League of Legends leaderboard, like just a ranked leaderboard, and then brought them to a team house, taught them a couple of strategies, and then suddenly you've got a team that can beat just about anyone in the world. It happens over and over again, and that can definitely happen in Rocket League in the future. If players can, really start to get good mechanically and grind those hours in ranked. It's not always about 6-mans and tournaments. Sometimes just grinding ranked. It's a very efficient mode of play. There's very little downtime if you can just get those ranked hours in mixed in with free play. You're gonna get a lot of practice, so it is valuable, and it shouldn't be as frowned upon. Like players who are called ranked warriors, that's very often considered a bad thing. I don't consider it a bad thing at all. If somebody's a ranked warrior, then congratulations, you've become good at something. If you're good at ranked, then all power to you. I'm sure that if you applied those skills elsewhere, you could replicate. Okay, LionBlaze will not miss this open net, as it's already on target before he missed his touch. Mectos needed to either get more goal side there or just hit the ball dead sideways. Trying to put it past LionBlaze entirely. Of course, he wasn't completely sure if LionBlaze was up for that aerial to contest him. As things stand, we still have a 1-goal lead for Mectos. He's tried to get underneath this ball and flick it, and he will. Great control from the kickoff. Reminding LionBlaze that there's not just one player with a deadly flick in this lobby. Mectos is also here. Surprise him every once in a while with the acceleration that he can add to the ball. That's dank, thanks to the 7 months, man, with Prime. I really appreciate that. Open net miss
Hi
for
Johnny,
Mectos.
long time. Who are these boys playing?
This wasn't a complete open net miss there by Mectos, but the top right corner was wide open, and I was talking to one of my friends recently about this. Do you guys consider it an open net if part of the net was open? Or does the entire net need to be open for it to be an open net? Like if you miss a shot where the top right corner or the entire right part of the goal is open, would you say, oh, I missed an open net? Because I would. If I miss part of the goal that was wide open, I think that I consider that an open net miss. And I think it's good to hold yourself to that standard. Just the presence of a goalkeeper in the left or the center of the goal shouldn't stop you from scoring in a wide open right-hand side of the goal. And then I look at professional footballers in the World Cup, and they're going in a 1v1 situation with a goalkeeper. Goalkeeper is only really able to make himself big enough to save any shot that goes low, and top right, top left corner, both wide open, and then players are shooting low, and I just don't understand it at all. It just frustrates me seeing these people who are paid so much just waste opportunities by not even trying the right strategy. You'd never see that in Rocket League. I think that's the crazy thing about video games, is people get so good at them so quickly because you can be so much more precise and consistent in the controlled environment. So yeah, that's what I think. If part of the net is open and you miss that part of the net, then you missed an open net, an open part of the net. So that's just clarified on my own use of the term. If you hear me saying open net, it's because there was a shot that there was a position that the shot could have been aimed in, which would have had no answer from the opponent. And this is looking like LionBlaze might not have an answer for Mectos, who's been playing the best that we've seen him play on stream so far. I think the goals that he's been scoring in Game 1, I think Game 1 altogether was his best game by a long way. LionBlaze, however, not having a good day at the office, and that is not a good 50-50. LionBlaze is miles out of the play. Mectos pretty comically walks the ball into the net after LionBlaze bounces way over the top of it, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't want to hit the top half of the ball in a 50-50. You're just going to roll over it, and the ball is going to stay where it is. 2-0 Mectos, and he's on match point. This is the best of 5. tonight. This could be it. And I know that's giving a lot of you guys worlds of excitement, because you know that marble racing is coming next. Anybody who just tuned in, we are going to do some marble races later on, so stick around for that. For now though, let's just enjoy some more boomer flicks. 100 kilometers an hour, easy as pie. LionBlaze from this range, you can't save his shots without a crazy pre-jump read. At some point, I'm expecting him to jump to fake a flick and then just not do anything at all and watch Mectos fly in front of him. The difference is he has to be going pretty slowly for that to work, or else he'll lose control of the ball while doing so. But I'm going to say credit to him for sticking to his guns. I wasn't too sure about just continuing to go for these flicks when the first few looked as bad as they did. And when I say looked as bad as they did, I mean by LionBlaze's standards, which luckily for us, he's been able to show us today. So now you know what high standards he has for himself in the flicking department when he can get it working, get it running on full cylinders.
Here.
What up, Not Jazer? God Noob, 2 months in a row, welcome back. That's a backflip from Mectos to propel his car forwards into the ball. The crossbar will deny him the style points and the additional goal in game 4. It's a battle of recoveries right now. Who can eke out that extra little bit of space, which is going to help them create a chance to maybe get a shot on net and then maybe score a goal. Of course, if it's an open net, LionBlaze is going to have to think again, but Mectos is burying them with far more consistency. Another very clean half flip there from Mectos. I don't want to get the... If I say that, then I might just get, what do you call it? Demonetized on YouTube. You can't be saying mean words like poo and expect your video to be monetized. Oh, I've done it, haven't I? Another good open net finish by Mectos. LionBlaze, he was trying to pressure the ball here, but he mistimed his dodge entirely. All he was able to do is land on it with his front wheels as Mectos fired on it with the front end of his car. A much more powerful hitbox, or part of the hitbox rather. Good dodging again on the demolishes by Mectos. Is this it for LionBlaze? Can he start a comeback? Can he give himself a chance? Well, with rush plays like that from Mectos, he'll definitely get a look at it. But again, it's just only flicks, and they're not consistent enough. He's had good ones at times, but at other times, they've been all over the place. Open net, though. LionBlaze will put it in. It's a best of 5 Matrix Climbs. This could be the last game, unless LionBlaze does something fantastic about this. It was a nice dodge to the right there. He didn't overcommit into that challenge. He didn't put himself in a risky position, really. Which is good stuff from LionBlaze. He had the save, and even if Mectos didn't flick it in that direction, the LionBlaze would have still had a pretty good chance to stop him in his tracks. Mectos very much in control of this possession. LionBlaze has 100 boost, though. He just picked up it. Another 100 in the corner. Air dribble bump. This time finally gets evaded by LionBlaze. He had to go really high on that one, though, and is struggling to get back into the game as a result. Mectos has been bumped off the wall, but he's got all the boost to get right back into the play. Time is quickly disappearing for LionBlaze. And there's the clean demo. Mectos with the slow roll. And LionBlaze should have seen it coming. He's done enough demolish plays this game himself to expect 1 or 2 from Mectos. It might have been just a heads-up play by LionBlaze, sitting on the ground intentionally, hoping that Mectos would jump over him. But I don't see Mectos jumping over you if you're backwards. Maybe if you're facing him, he'll go for the jump bump. But when you're backwards, why go for the jump bump if you're Mectos? Even if LionBlaze does jump over you, no problem. You could just drive in a circle and beat him to the ball again. So there was no risk, really, in going for a drive-by demo there for Mectos. Almost none whatsoever. So the fact that LionBlaze was oriented the way he was, why are he the way he are? Because he is. And Mectos is going to be 6-2 up. No problem from LionBlaze. I don't know if he believes in the comeback anymore. Kickoffs have not been going well enough in his favor. He has not been scoring enough open nets. His flicks have been at times brilliant, but at times extremely inconsistent. And Mectos has been popping off. He's been really looking quite clean with the wave dashes. 50-50s have been dominant. And he's, I think, been comfortably the better player today. in the show match setting. At least LionBlaze got the ranked points though. He gets to be rank 1 NA. That's got to count for something. Mectoes with another open net. He's barely showed LionBlaze how to do it. I was going to say he shows LionBlaze how it's done, and then Mectoes hits the bar on it, of course. Nebula Owns, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream, man. Remember, guys, check and see if your Twitch Prime is available. It doesn't give you a notification when it's refreshed, I believe. So you've got to check that yourself. LionBlaze out of the game yet again. Mectoes slams in the flip reset ceiling shot. And there's the GGs from LionBlaze. He has conceded this one early. And Mectoes is going to take this one 3-1. A great goal to finish this one off. The game, funnily enough, doesn't end when it's a private match, but this is indeed GG. We'll just take a look at Mectoes celebrating. You would 8-2 be LionBlaze. Aha, I see what you did there. I've made that joke far too many times. Made it far too many times. I tried to clip it, guys. There's been a couple of issues with the GIF Your Game app for me recently. When I press F1 on my keyboard, it's supposed to send a GIF to my Twitch chat. For some reason, it's not been happening recently, but definitely check out their app regardless. GIF Your Game is a pretty cool way to get very, very easy clips of your own goals and saves, or any goal and save that you see in your ranked games. But yeah, this is going to be GG's. Mectoes too strong for LionBlaze today. It's good to see Mectoes finally showing up to a show match in full force. He looked like a different animal today than he did in either of the matches that he played previously, both against Sharif and against it was against King Rani, sorry. And he does pick up his first ever show match victory over the current North American rank 1 player. Let me just save this replay before we get into marbles, guys. So yeah, that's what I think. If part of the net is open and you miss that part of the net, then you miss an open net. An open part of the net. So that's just clarify on my own use of the term. If you hear me saying open net, it's because there was a shot that could, or there was a position that the shot could have been aimed in, which would have had no answer from the opponent. And this is looking like LionBlaze might not have an answer for Mectoes, who's been playing the best that we've seen him play on stream so far. I think the goals that he's been scoring in Game 1, I think Game 1 altogether was his best game by a long way. LionBlaze, however, not having a good day at the office, and that is not a good 50-50. LionBlaze is miles out of the play. Mectoes pretty comically walks the ball into the net after LionBlaze bounces way over the top of it, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't want to hit the top half of the ball in a 50-50. You're just going to roll over it, and the ball is going to stay where it is. 2-0 Mectoes, and he's on match point. This is the best of 5 tonight. This could be it, and I know that's giving a lot of you guys worlds of excitement, because you know that marble racing is coming next. Anybody who just tuned in, we are going to do some marble races later on, so stick around for that. For now though, let's just enjoy some more boomer flicks. 100 kilometers an hour, easy as pie. LionBlaze from this range, you can't save his shots without a crazy pre-jump read. At some point, I'm expecting him to jump to fake a flick and then just not do anything at all and watch Mectoes fly in front of him. The difference is he has to be going pretty slowly for that to work, or else he'll lose control of the ball while doing so. But I'm going to say credit to him for sticking to his guns. I wasn't too sure about just continuing to go for these flicks when the first few looked as bad as they did. And when I say looked as bad as they did, I mean by LionBlaze's standards, which luckily for us, he's been able to show us today. So now you know what high standards he has for himself in the flicking department when he can get it working, get it running on full cylinders. What up, Not Jazer? God Noob, 2 months in a row, welcome back. That's a backflip from Mectoes to propel his car forwards into the ball. The crossbar will deny him the style points and the additional goal in Game 4. It's a battle of recoveries right now. Who can eke out that extra little bit of space, which is going to help them create a chance to maybe get a shot on net and then maybe score a goal. Of course, if it's an open net, LionBlaze is going to have to think again, but Mectoes is burying them with far more consistency. Another very clean half flip there from Mectoes. I don't want to get the... If I say that, then I might just what do you call it? Demonetized on YouTube. You can't be saying mean words like poo and expect your video to be monetized. Oh, I've done it, haven't I? Another good open net finish by Mectos. LionBlaze. He was trying to pressure the ball here, but he mistimed his dodge entirely. All he was able to do is land on it with his front wheels as Mectos fired on it with the front end of his car. A much more powerful hitbox, or part of the hitbox rather. Good dodging again on the demolishes by Mectos. Is this it for LionBlaze? Can he start a comeback? Can he give himself a chance? Well, with rush plays like that from Mectos, he'll definitely get a look at it, but again, it's just only flicks, and they're not consistent enough. He's had good ones at times, but at other times, they've been all over the place. Open net, though. LionBlaze will put it in. It's a best of 5 Matrix Vimes. This could be the last game, unless LionBlaze does something fantastic about this. It was a nice dodge to the right there. He didn't overcommit into that challenge. He didn't put himself in a risky position, really. Which is good stuff from LionBlaze. He had the save, and even if Mectos didn't flick it in that direction, the LionBlaze would have still had a pretty good chance to stop him in his tracks. Mectos very much in control of this possession. LionBlaze has 100 boost, though. He just picked up it. Another 100 in the corner. Air dribble bump. This time finally gets evaded by LionBlaze. He had to go really high on that one, though, and is struggling to get back into the game as a result. Mectos has been bumped off the wall, but he's got all the boost to get right back into the play. Time is quickly disappearing for LionBlaze. And there's the clean demo. Mectos with the slow roll. And LionBlaze should have seen it coming. He's done enough demolish plays this game himself to expect 1 or 2 from Mectos. It might have been just a heads-up play by LionBlaze, sitting on the ground intentionally, hoping that Mectos would jump over him. But I don't see Mectos jumping over you if you're backwards. Maybe if you're facing him, he'll go for the jump bump. But when you're backwards, why go for the jump bump if you're Mectos? Even if LionBlaze does jump over you, no problem. You could just drive in a circle and beat him to the ball again. So there was no risk, really, in going for a drive-by demo there for Mectos. Almost none whatsoever. So the fact that LionBlaze was oriented the way he was, why are he the way he are? Because he is. And Mectos is going to be 6-2 up. No problem from LionBlaze. I don't know if he believes in the comeback anymore. Kickoffs have not been going well enough in his favor. He has not been scoring enough open nets. His flicks have been at times brilliant, but at times extremely inconsistent. And Mectos has been popping off. He's been really looking quite clean with the wave dashes. 50-50s have been dominant. And he's, I think, been comfortably the better player today in the show match setting. At least LionBlaze got the ranked points, though. He gets to be rank 1 NA. That's got to count for something. Mectos with another open net. He's barely showed LionBlaze how to do it. I was going to say he shows LionBlaze how it's done, and then Mectos hits the bar on it, of course. Nebula owns, thanks to the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream, man. Remember, guys, check and see if your Twitch Prime is available. It doesn't give you a notification when it's refreshed, I believe. So you got to check that yourself. LionBlaze out the game yet again. Mectos slams in the flip reset ceiling shot. And there's the GGs from LionBlaze. He has conceded this one early. And Mectos is going to take this one 3-1. A great goal to finish this one off. The game, funnily enough, doesn't end when it's a private match, but you know, this is indeed GG. We'll just take a look at Mectos celebrating. You would 8-2 LionBlaze. Aha, I see what you did there. I've made that joke far too many times. Made it far too many times. I tried to clip it, guys. There's been a couple of issues with the GIF Your Game app for me recently. When I press F1 on my keyboard, it's supposed to send a GIF to my Twitch chat. For some reason, it's not been happening recently, but definitely check out their app regardless. GIF Your Game is a pretty cool way to get very, very easy clips of your own goals and saves, or any goal and save that you see in your ranked games. But yeah, this is going to be GG's. Mectos too strong for LionBlaze today. It's good to see Mectos finally showing up to a show match in full force. He looked like a different animal today than he did in either of the matches that he played previously, both against Sharif and against it was against King Rani, sorry. And he does pick up his first ever show match victory over the current North American rank 1 player.